Hi, Attorney Steve Vondran. We're back. Welcome to another video in our Litigation Warrior series. Now, this is for you people that are out there trying to find your own attorney. You think you've got the huge case, the big case. This is a multi-million-dollar case, this and that and the other. We get a lot of emails from a lot of different clients, phone calls, things like this. Sometimes we get clients that want to pitch their case and let us know why they have the next greatest case. And that's fine. We love that. That's why we do this business. However, there are times when we get really busy. There's times when our caseload does not permit us to take another litigation. There's times when we may be all booked up on contingency cases where we really just don't have any more room to take more cases. So this video is about how to help you package your law firm, your lawsuit, so that you can explain it to another attorney or law firm so that hopefully somebody would take your case. Now, I would say there is an art form to this. You do want to be able to package up and explain your case in an easy way to a law firm. Law firms and lawyers, most of them, the ones that are good, are busy. Even though they may have a lot of attorneys and whatnot, they're busy. They've got a lot of things going on, so they don't always have 10, 12, 20 hours to sift through all the evidence that you're aware of in your case and to basically help you put that together and see if there's even a case there. So what we're saying in this video, this is my top 10 tips, okay? Take the time to invest in your own case. Do you see that? Take the time to invest in your own case. Go through your evidence, find out what you have, put it all together, and present it to some law firms. You may not get lucky on your first attempt. You may have to look around and shop around for a lawyer, as they say. So here's my top 10 tips if you're trying to pitch your case to a law firm to get a firm to take your case, okay? Number one, let's just go down. Let's take it one at a time. One, put your case together in a timeline format so the attorneys know what your case is about. Okay, the timeline should be detailed and include the essential facts of your case. If you have any law that you believe applies, note that as well. Sometimes people will say, well, under this Supreme Court decision, okay, well, attach the law so I don't have to go find it. Just have it right there in your nice PDF package. Okay, so be essential, but put your essential facts in a timeline. In other words, on January 8th, 2012, somebody told me this. On the next day, August 14th, someone did this. Next week, October 14th, somebody did that. Put a timeline together so we can see what happened. Okay, you need to make it quick and easy for attorneys to be able to review your case. Okay, so that's one. And this is for any law firm. If you talk to other lawyers, I'm sure they would agree with most of these. There's probably even some additional things, but this is what I look for. Okay, put it in a detailed format so I know what's going on. I know what the facts of the case are, the key facts, and don't ramble about what you were doing in high school and how great life was in high school or something. Just give me those key facts. Two, exhibits. You want to be able to attach exhibits of all your relevant evidence, okay? All your documents, your contracts, your letters, any emails you've had with opposing counsel, any emails you've had with the other parties. Those will help attorneys understand what's going on in your case. We need to see those. So give us, number one, that timeline. Two, give us those exhibits. Put together what you think is relevant in the case so we can figure it out, okay? Three, here's a big one. Discuss the potential weaknesses in your case that you are aware of. Yes, most cases do have some weakness. They do have some Achilles heel. Okay, so if you're aware of something that you say, well, this may not be such a good fact, let me give you an example. Oh, I did sign a waiver of all my rights. That may be something you want to point out, okay? Because you don't want to get a year and a half into a litigation to find out somehow you waived all your rights. You signed a contract. So discuss and point out any potential weaknesses. Do yourself a favor. Do the attorney a favor. So forth and so on. Four, make a list of potential witnesses that you think you have, names, phone numbers, contacts, anyone that you have that can support your version of events. If you have facts that you're alleging, things that happened to you, if you have witnesses that were there that could see them, and if an attorney was able to call them and verify that information, that would be very helpful, okay? Number five, this is big. They're all big, but this is really big. Make clear what your damages are. What damages have you suffered And some people like to come to us and say, "Oh, I've suffered $50 million in damages. It's a multi-million dollar lawsuit." I say, "Okay, well, where's your damages? What are they? Do you have receipts? Can you show me your losses? Was it a business loss? Did you lose business because of this? Was there trademark infringement and you lost? Explain to me how you lost." Damages in the courts, it always comes down to, what are your damages? Was there liability for what happened, and what are your damages? So make that clear, okay? If there's any statute of limitations problems that you're aware of, if you've talked to 5 attorneys and they told you have a statute of limitations problem, make note of that. Make note of what those attorneys have told you, okay? So I stuck that in there as well. Number 6 on our top 10 list. Have a section which discusses what you are hoping to accomplish with the litigation. Some people just want an apology letter. Some people want an injunction. Some people want attorney fee awards. Some people want to put the other company out of business. Some people want punitive damages. Make clear what it is that you're looking for, what would make you happy. Now, this is important. If you're not realistic, I have this right here. If you are not realistic, this may scare off some lawyers and law firms. Okay, so in other words, if you say, I fell in the crosswalk, bruised my knee, and I think I'm entitled to $10 million, the reality is you may have a hard time finding a law firm. They may not want to be dealing with something that would be considered out in the orbit, okay? So that's very important. Number 7 on our tip sheet. State whether you are willing to pay an attorney fee or just looking for a contingency fee lawyer. These are 2 different things, okay? Sometimes there's a hybrid. And for example, you may say, well, I have a good case and I'm willing to pay a small attorney fee or a partial attorney fee if the rest can be taken on contingency. That may make your case a lot more attractive to a law firm, okay? Now, if you say, I don't have any money, I'm completely frat broke, it has to be a contingency lawyer, well, realize you may be shopping your case around a little bit more. Not to say per se, every case is different, but, sometimes, where an attorney can be guaranteed they're going to make a certain amount of money so they can pay their bills or their overhead or their employees, their payroll, sometimes those can be more attractive cases, okay? So you should set forth what it is that you're looking for so the attorney doesn't have to guess and call you and figure it out. Present it in your package, make it clear. Tip number 7. Number 8, explain clearly who the parties are. Are we dealing with companies or individuals? Is this a real company? Is it somebody who scammed you on eBay? Sometimes you can't find people. We had a guy that was paid something he thought was authentic on eBay, turned out to be a fraud. Well, it's a little bit tougher going after fraudsters. They may be located in other countries, for example. So clearly explain who the parties are. If they're companies, it's helpful if you say here they're a Texas company or they're a New York company or, so forth and so on. They're down from Florida. Here's the Secretary of State printout. Looks like they're an active company, which is always better. Those are the kinds of things that can help, okay? Number 8, explain who the parties are. Number 9, and I suggest this, some people just email me. Some people just send me an email and go, here it is, Attorney Steve. I want this. Well, hang on. Let's sip of coffee there. What I suggest is you call the law firm first and explain that you have a potential case and you have a package that you want to submit that explains your case. So I suggest a phone call just as a, call, be friendly, be courteous, and then follow up and send the package. Because sometimes attorneys get a lot of emails and they don't see them all. Sometimes we get tons of junk mail, tons of spam, tons of things we don't even ask for. And sometimes your email gets lost in there. So it makes good sense to call the firm first and let them know that you have a package on its way. And when I say package, like a nice PDF, all in one document. Don't send 25 emails. Nobody wants that. Attorneys do not want to see 25 emails. Okay? Put everything in a nice PDF package. Okay? Number 10, this is big. Be patient. Now, assuming something just happened and there's no statute of limitations problem, of course, Do not hound the law firm or the attorney. This may scare them off. This may make them think that you're a tough client to handle, may not be worth getting involved with. So you have to have respect for attorneys and their time. Now, if somebody doesn't get back to you, keep looking. There's more than one attorney in town. So usually, depending on what practice area you're looking at. But big tip number 10, be patient and be persistent. We say, pleasantly persistent, if that's the word I would use, okay? Because everything, again, is going to paint a picture on dealing with you, dealing with your facts, your exhibits. And, if you get involved with litigation, for example, the attorney and the client, they have to get along. I mean, the litigation could go 1, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. It could go longer. So you want to make sure that it's a good fit. There needs to be, at least in my opinion, needs to be a good fit with the attorney and the client so that you're working together more in a partnership. So that's important, to be patient, be respectful, be detailed, have all your stuff together. As I put here, just final caveats. Note, we are not always able to take cases due to our caseload. However, we can at times, depending on our availability, offer a flat rate fee to help create this package for you. Create this package that in a way would help you present your case to other law firms. We may even be able to help you identify a few potential law firms to approach. We may be able to contact a few and try to present your case for you. We are usually a lot better at preparing and putting things together and explaining things than the average person. No offense to all you fine people, but this is what we do for a living. This is what we do day in and day out. Documents, exhibits, arguments, present our cases, so forth and so on. So for a flat rate fee, if you need some help and you say, I've got a perfect case, I do want it presented professionally, give us a call, 877-276-5084. I've got my website down there if you need that. Again, if you're in a hurry, contact the state bar in your state. Most state bars have a referral network where they will identify some attorneys that you should be looking at in most cases. So give them a call if you're in a big rush. Because like I said, sometimes private attorneys like myself, civil litigators, we get busy, okay? So they're usually good at giving you referrals. Okay, so there it is, Attorney Steve. We appreciate it. Hope this helps out, and we hope you find a firm that will take your case and take you to the finish line and recover what you're due and, basically help you prevail. Okay, Attorney Steve Honor, thanks a lot for listening. We appreciate it. Have a great day. Feel free to share this video on your social media networks. And don't forget, subscribe to our channel, fast-growing channel. As we like to say, be smarter than your friends. Take care. Have a great day.